go. Fire it up, footballers. Let's go. We're back. Preseason is here upon us. Minnesota UFC. Can't exactly show you the game, but I got something lined up for you that you won't have to worry about it too much. We'll be able to know the score of the game. I'll keep you up to date. Add a little commentary as much as I can. And I got a little something special. A little more entertaining on the side. Let me know how you guys think the Fire are going to do today, chat. We are live in Twitch and YouTube. We are back and better than ever. It would utterly delight us if you smash that like button, subscribe to Spitting Fire YT, hit that bell icon, do whatever you do on Twitch. I'm not exactly sure. I'm still really new to the Twitch streaming world. I'm not used to, I'm normalized with the Twitch consumption part of it, but as far as the Twitch creation part of it, a little new. So any tips and hints would be greatly appreciated. as we wait for the Chicago Fire game to get going. We're a few minutes out. It's already live. The feed has not started. And I'm ready to go. I'm actually working on a little something. Let's get these lineups correct. How come I can't manage the lineup? No. Okay. It's not what I want. Let's try it again. Cool. Did not know I could do that. Advance. Okay, I guess I gotta create a kickoff name. Alt. There we go. Alright, let's get this set up for you guys. As we wait here up, the feed just went black, which means something's happening on the Chicago Fire end. They're getting it going. As we wait for this to go, how do you guys think this is gonna go today? Chicago Fire already have their starting lineup released. I'm gonna work on that in a second here. On getting the right lineups for us all. Cool. Like that. Yep. Game settings. Let's fuck with that. Yep, I like that. Yep, I like that. Yes. Yes. That's fine. Let's get to where are we gonna have this play? Anfield? Let's go. Yeah, I like that. That's feeling good. Okay. It is sunny. Spring day. Noon. It is a clear, beautiful day. Liking that. Liking all these little options I can pick here. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Now I want to fuck with that. Let's get this team right. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Chicago Fire. Spencer Ritchie in net. You got Bornstein, Ostrom, and Ohmsberg. What the hell's Ostrom? Let's take a quick look. Ostrom, Chicago Fire. Chicago for Charlie Ostrom. Is this a kid? 22. Yep. Walk on here. So for that case, I think we'll just want to make do. Ohmsberg, Bornstein, Sekulic. Looks like they're running a four-man back line right now. I can't exactly tell. But we got Pineda in there. No Chicos. We got Ohmsberg. So let's get Ohmsberg in. Get that correct. Bornstein, Ohmsberg, Pineda. I'm liking that. And then you got Ostrom on the left. Sekulic on the right. So let's get Sekulic in. In the middle, we got Navarro, Herbers, and Jimenez. All right. Ivanov and Prisblico. All right. Yeah, we're going to leave that as is. Now let's go take a look at Minnesota United. Should we get their starting lineup? I think Charlie Ostrom's on this team down here. He is not. Well, let's get Messiah up there. Yep, alright, that's good. Yep. that looks set. Now let's mess with... Oh, the game is on! Time hasn't started, but the game is going. The Fire. Who's who? Who is who? I'm gonna have to listen to this for a few minutes.
That's a great ball from Reynoso, but Boris Sekulic got there just in.
Okay, white is Fire. The white team is the Fire. The black team is Minnesota United. All right, let's get that correct. And let's get to Minnesota United. Minnesota United, please. Come on. Keeping MLS real since 2017. All right, so the boys. Let's get Tyler and Huno in net. Huno up top. Tyler in net. They don't have a Tyler. Starting somebody who's not on the team. Let's get Paddleford, Debasi, Brent, and DJ. Paddleford. Where's Paddleford? Not much going on in the game right now as it's just the opening minutes. People getting their stretches in and their first runs of the day. Don't have a Paddleford. Let's get Brent. Don't have a Brent. And a DJ. I don't know who DJ is. Alright, we got Ja'Cory and Will in the midfield. Where's Ja'Cory? No Ja'Cory. No Will. I can't give you guys the accurate Minnesota United team. It's just not possible. I can get Hansen in though. Let's get him in. Ja'Cory and Will, do they exist? Don't see them. Fire holding on to the ball mostly right now. It's been mostly Fire ball in these first 2 minutes. Not much going on other than that. Abu Ray. There's a Wea on Minnesota. Ray, don't see him. I got Reynoso out there. Just leave him. And Uno. Alright, cool. That's good enough. Cool. Looks good. Boys and girls, let's get this going for you. This magical is up. What up, you footballers? Oh, come on, you loons. We got FIFA footballers yelling for Minnesota FC. What's going on? You have a VPN? How can you can't see it still? That's weird. As long as you're VPNing into like Chicago area, that's like the 75-mile radius. Should be able to see the match. However, if you can't, you're in the right place. I'll be able to talk to you all about it. All right, let's get this going. Let's fix this up for you guys. Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There we go, boys and girls. Gotta turn that off, right? Let's get that audio correct. that. Good. Gun it. All right, boys and girls, we got the fire. Correct. Listen to Mr. Santoyo. Make sure that data center is actually in Chicago. And by the way, smash that like button, subscribe to Spitting Fire YT, and hit that bell icon. And if you did, you better believe it would utterly delight us. Let's get it going here, guys. All right. What's going on? I want to zoom this and get the fire game going, please. That's what I would like. There we go. I just want to be able to see chat. By the way, we got the Discord going. We got DPG in the Discord. What up?
Hey man, how's it going?
Going good. Let's up these limits. The old Discord. We are live, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, I'm watching the game too.
It's about 5, seems just about right. By the way, boys and girls, we are live. Got the Discord going. You want to come in and hop in and talk fire? You can do that. There's the link in the Discord. Let's do that. No, not create. I just want to have a bite. Discord to be part of the show. And alright, let's get this set up. Boom, boom, boom. I can see you. I can see you. Things are streaming. Get that going for you guys.
Not too bad, just here watching the game.
That's Eddie. Slow start. Getting their legs under them.
Yeah.
Fire looked like every time I turned, they have the ball.
Yeah. They know how to keep the ball. That's a good sign.
That's good. Go. All right, boys and girls, let's get that match going for you.
Are you casting a match on YouTube?
Oh, you better believe. I got
nice.
I got FIFA going, so it's like a false match. But
nice.
I got most of the lineup correct. There's a couple players on each side that are not in FIFA yet.
Yeah.
So at least whoever can't watch the game, they can watch this. As long as they don't click off it too much. There we go. Sorry guys for dealing with this. I'm just clicking a few things. There we go. Oh, we got an attack here, but it fizzles out for Minnesota United. Essentially the same, very similar rosters. I try to get all the people who are starting in there who are already in. There they go. So enjoy. smash that like button. Consider subscribing. Check out the Discord if you want to hop in and talk a little fire if you are watching live or you got some comments. I was hanging out on Gendo's stream last night. I don't know if you guys know Gendo. He's a Chicago Fire, big Chicago Fire fan. He's been streaming for a long time. He does stuff on Twitch, does stuff with racing. Used to do cool little match vlogs for Chicago Fire. That's where I found out about Gendo. And then Jeffrey and I, we became season ticket holders back in like 2018, 2017. And right behind us was Gendo. I'm like, oh, that's that guy from the video. I walked up, introduced, said hello, and became buddies. He was doing the streaming thing last night, just hopping in, hanging out there. It was fun. Learning a thing or two. Wow, we got an attack here. And Spencer Richey's going to snuff it out. Just put it right out. It's just 2 more for the Minnesota forwards. This is awesome. Which FIFA is this? This is FIFA 22, Mr. Santoya. Brand new FIFA 22, the newest they got. I agree, they all look the same, but the great thing is, like, in the last 5 years, I mean, there were times where people would pop in, walk in, and see me playing a game or see the game going on. They'd be like, oh, who's playing? And they don't think that I'm playing. They think that it's a real team. Just like quick glance, you know? And I could see that, yeah, it looks really good now. However, gameplay-wise, I'm still not sure it's quite up to snuff. I don't know how you guys feel about Pez. Ooh.
I love Pro Evolution Soccer. I used to like it back in the day.
It was really, yeah, that's one of my, in college, we used to play. We played FIFA, we went to Pro Evolution for a little bit, and then we went right back to FIFA, because even though Pro Evolution had the better gameplay, it's just, FIFA felt fuller.
So it's funny you mentioned that argument about FIFA looking the same. It's funny because I say the same thing about, like, Football Manager, because I actually buy them every year, and there's always like a slight tweak that kind of brings me in, gets me involved. So, you know, and I don't even know how many hours I put in Football Manager. I know every game I have, every Football Manager I have, each year I always have the fire. You know, maybe I might play maybe 5 or 6 seasons with them, win the MLS Cup like 2 or 3 times, and then just move on.
Yeah, you get a little bored playing in MLS in FIFA. At least I do. Whenever I start up a fire save or any type of MLS save, it's within 2 or 3 years, I'm ready to go to Europe.
Yeah.
There's just not as much to do, it feels like. I mean, like, you don't have the Champions League. Once you reach the top and the pinnacle in MLS, it's like, where do we go from here?
Well, the thing is, like, for example, like Football Manager, you know, because I hardly play FIFA. I play mostly Football Manager, and I will beef up my team. I'll either make the playoffs or win the MLS Cup my first or second season, and then the goal will be to win the CONCACAF Champions Cup or Champions League. And then if I do that, then I just get bored. Yeah.
That's the other thing. Like, the FIFA in the game, the expectations of your team never really make sense.
Yeah.
Like I turn a bad team good, and they're like, "Oh, this is a good team. It has to be great now. Like, you got to win it all." I'm like, "We're like middle of the league. What are you talking about? We don't have a goalkeeper. We're missing a right." I'm just talking about like my save. I'm like, and there's these expectations. Oh man. In FIFA, Minnesota's tearing it up, but it is the opposite in real life. Real life, it is Chicago Fire currently tearing up Minnesota, I think. I like these kits that Fire are wearing. It's got like a little blue, light blue hue to it. What are the Fire playing? Have you noticed? Have you seen like what formation? It's looking like a 4 in the back at the moment.
Yeah.
PES is not good anymore. It's e-football now. They changed the name to e-football, or is it just like an e-machine, like just like low grade? You know, it works, but yeah, you got McDonald's at home with your e-machine.
Man, you know you're old when you remember e-machines. And if you're even older, you might remember
Packard Bell.
Packard Bell, yep.
What other? There's another Packard, Hewlett Packard. Before that,
HP, yep.
The cow computers.
Oh man, what was it? Gateway.
I don't know if I've ever had any of those computers. I pretty much always made my computers.
Yeah, I actually built my first computer a couple of years ago. My first gaming PC.
That's sick. How's it holding up?
Yeah. Holding up pretty good. I mean, I work in IT field, so I it's almost given. You have to at least mess around with the computer.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, me and my buddy that's why I started streaming again hardcore. I upgraded my system so much, guys. It's awesome. I got 2 screens going now, so I can watch the chat, game, do all sorts of stuff. Getting the graphics card was brutal, but through, what is it, Newegg?
Oh, the raffle?
Yeah, I won on the raffle and was able to get one for regular price, so to speak. Wow, Minnesota is killing right now in FIFA, but in real life, it is all Chicago Fire. Mr. Vicento was saying that off the bat, it's got decent movement. It's eFootball now, and it's free to play. PES is free to play, which is what FIFA the football. What is it, the FUT? What do they call that? United, not the United. Your Ultimate Team. That should be free to play.
Yeah.
That mode should literally be free to play. And then you could put all your microtransactions in it, and then it would make sense. It's a $60 game. On top of that, that doesn't make sense. I'll pay $60 for the career mode. And you guys could have fun with your United, or what is it, your Ultimate Team?
Yeah, go start dumping thousands of dollars into it.
Come on, Fire. 18 minutes. Been a sunny, warm game. These guys getting their legs. It looks so fun to play in this day. I'd be digging this. Nice, warm. I mean, we're up in Chicago, so I am. It's snowy up here, so I'd be loving running around in that heat right now.
I don't even think it's heat, because I think Florida was going through like a cold period right now.
Let's check that. Chicago Fire. No, I think they're playing in Tampa or near Tampa. Tampa Bay weather. 47. 47 degrees. Woo!
That climate change, huh?
Yikes. Well, it's still January though, so really, March, February is really not too bad in Florida. I was up in North Florida for like a month last year.
I mean, that's just weird for Florida though, because you would think it's like warm weather all year round.
I think it'd be a little bit warmer. I mean, right now you think it'd be in the 50s, 60s. It's hovering around there, but still. Maybe they got a cold front moving in. I mean, we're knee deep in snow right now. Here we go. Got a little attack. Who's this? Who's this on the ball?
Pineda.
I'm liking it. That guy's too small to be Pineda. You sure?
Oh, Navarro.
Yeah, it looked too small. But man, I liked his effort there. And he was too far up, I thought, to be Pineda. Man, it could have been. If they got him in a center mid role right now.
Like in a DM, yeah.
Because, I mean, they're playing 4 in the back. 47 is warm to me, says Mr. Santoya. 47 is warm right now. That's for damn sure.
That's good grilling weather.
I'll take it. Oh, man, that'd be great tailgate weather.
Yep.
And sunny. That'd be helpful, too.
I don't think I'll even feel like 47. I'll feel more like in the 50s.
Absolutely. Real feel. Minnesota taking control of the ball here a little bit right now. Pushing the attack in the Chicago Fire zone. Spreading the change in the field. Oh, we got a little something for Minnesota. They're in the danger zone right now. They're going to take a crack at it, but it is a field goal. I know it says 2-0 on my screen here. Minnesota, Chicago, but right now in the real match, it's 0-0.
So the biggest complaint was the stream was not available to people that live 75 miles beyond Chicago.
Which makes no sense. I thought that they were doing away with these blackouts.
They should.
It's so stupid. To me, blackouts are like, it's like Rocky Wirtz is still alive. Old man Wirtz, not Rocky Wirtz, Old Dollar Bill Wirtz is still alive. I mean, and he's seeking his tendrils across the world. These blackouts make no sense. Do you want me to see your product, or do you want me to go to another product? Because I will gladly go to another product if I cannot see your product.
My thing is that, with St. Louis coming on board and was it 20? Yeah, next year. If you want some of those Southern Illinois fans to be more involved with the Fire, you're gonna have to let go of these blackouts. Otherwise, St. Louis is gonna take advantage.
Oh yeah,
just like they do with the Cardinals.
Turn off the geolock, St. Louis. You'll pick up all the Fire fans in Southern Illinois, all 8 of them. No, there's definitely got to be more. It's close to St. Louis, so I don't know. They might become St. Louis fans at a certain point. Proximity changes a lot.
Yeah.
Are you in Chicago or are you elsewhere?
Well, I'm in Grays Lake in Lake County.
Yeah. Sorry, so you're here. So yeah, that makes it easier. But it's got to be so hard to live in Florida and root for the Fire.
Yes. I was actually thinking about that the other day, because I was thinking about when you have soccer fans that live out in Nebraska, Montana, those random places with no professional teams, and you wonder, who do these guys cheer for?
Manchester United.
Probably, yeah.
Probably somebody big or something at that point.
I mean, then again, how hard is it to convince somebody from Montana to be a Seattle Sounders fan,
That's not that hard. I don't think that'd be a hard sell. Got a winning club, a winning environment. It's rain-soaked, but still, be fun to go visit.
Yep.
Especially if you live in Nebraska. Be very different.
Night and day.
All right, Minnesota trying to make some trouble here for the Fire. They're inside the final third right now. Doing some tight, nifty passing, and it's been pushed back to the edge towards the center backs. Now they're trying to find an inlet back in. And they're going to give it away. Fire take control, and now it's an outbreak on their own zone. It's going to be some trouble here, though. Ooh, foul, though. Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Fire now firmly got control of the ball again. Is that Herbers?
Yep.
I like Herbers. I'm excited for him. This could be a season he might be able to stake a claim to a spot, to a starting spot. But all the same,
I don't know.
Like I've been talking with Jiggly, and we talked about last time. It's just like
he's more of a depth guy to me.
You want him to be a depth guy, but he has a chance right now to maybe secure a spot.
It's almost like he's in the cross between being a depth guy and a starter.
He's right there. I agree.
It's like there's games where you're like, man, this guy should be starting, but then there's games where yeah, he should be sitting on the bench and coming in as a late sub.
Well, what about CJ Sapong? Like that guy, he's in a similar boat. He can start on your MLS team, but he also could come off the bench and do a great job. What do you do with that? Do you go with him every day? Because every day he's not going to produce, it seems. He's not that consistent.
Depends on the quality of your bench and depends on the quality up top.
Yep.
Like if he's the only guy producing, you have to put him on, even if he has hot and cold days. Because there's no point in putting strikers that are just gonna stay cold during the whole time.
I agree. At some point you got to try something else.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about how this Beric to Kasper Przybylko switch is going to go. They put up the same amount of goals the last 2 seasons, the exact same. So, and we always felt like Beric didn't give us enough goals, so I find that concerning.
Well, the thing is with Beric, I felt that he was missing a lot of sitters.
Yep.
Like, Przybylko doesn't look like the type of guy that will miss sitters. So the fact is that we will actually do a good job on the build-up play, and then for that last touch that was Beric's, he will either miss it or he will sky high it or hit the post. Mm-hmm. On the easy ones too, like for some odd reason he tends to score on the really hard shots.
Yes,
which was weird.
It was weird for a striker because his consistency just wasn't there for the easy ones.
Nope, exactly. But then he'll make a goal like from these hard corner shots, and it's like, wait, what?
Well, that's the thing. He only put up 20 in these last 2 years, and that's what you're supposed to expect from Kasper Przybylko. And that I'm finding that a little concerning because, I mean, we never felt like we got enough goals out of him. So, but Kasper has one thing going for him. Youth. He's 27. He's entering his prime where Beric was more so on the exit.
Well, you also have to keep this in mind. So if you look back at the Fire history, you look back, I want to say, was it 2013 when we brought in Mike McGee?
2014.
2014, I'm sorry. Correct, yes.
Yeah, we literally just checked it.
So 2014, we brought in Mike McGee. Prior to him coming to Fire,
a little bit of a chance here, boys, guys. Sorry. They're in the final third. They got it.
Oh, come on, guys.
He got a shot on. Made the goalie move.
Yep.
Made him need a goalie. That's good.
That's a corner.
And we got a corner.
So, you look back at 2014. You look back at when Fire brought in Mike McGee. Prior to that point, Mike McGee was mostly used, he was a winger. I think they tried him. I think in New York, he even did like a goalkeeping substitution.
Yeah. Yep, that was before.
He wasn't known as a goal scorer. He might have maybe a few goals and that's it. But when you put him on, when the Fire brought him on and they put him on the striker position, man, this guy had 22 goals.
And he figured it out.
He figured it out. Like every player, that's the hardest thing is getting a player that will fit perfectly in your system where he could produce. Because just because you get a player from Europe that scores 100 goals doesn't mean he's gonna fit in your system. Granted, there are players that break the system. You look at your Cristiano Ronaldos, you look at your Messis, you look at all those strikers that can score 100 goals in any league. But yeah, I mean, maybe he might have better luck with the Fire. Maybe he might be more consistent.
That's an interesting comment though about the system breaker, and I really feel like a lot of American fans feel like we got one in Christian Pulisic, but that has not been the case yet.
No. I'm not saying that, we won't never get a system breaker. We will. It's just I don't think it's Christian Pulisic.
Interesting.
Maybe he might be the guy to break the ice, but he's definitely not the guy that's going to be your next Messi or your next Cristiano Ronaldo or your Zinedine Zidane. He's not one of those elite type players.
I think it's almost already passed him by.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. He's 22. He's 23.
But keep in mind, what was Cristiano Ronaldo when he was 22?
He was still very, very good.
In Portugal or Manchester United? I think he might have been in Manchester. I don't even remember. Now I'm having a hard time.
When he went?
Yeah.
I think he went to Man U at 19.
Oh, so see, even then, like, think about that. He went to Man U at 19 and he tore tore up that league at 20 or 21, 22 with, you know.
Same with Bale.
Exactly.
They
so
tore
it's
up the
like,
league so much that they're like, that guy does not belong at left back. Put him at winger.
exactly. So it's like, you look at those guys, and then you look at Christian Pulisic. I've heard complaints, people saying, "Oh, well, he comes off the bench. He doesn't play that often. Sometimes, you know, if that's supposed to be your, you know, your system breaker. That's not it.
Yeah, that's concerning. Fire failed their corner right here. Looks like an outbreak from Minnesota. Meanwhile, in the FIFA game, it's 3-0.
Oh, here, Fire got it back.
Fire got it back.
Oh,
Give him
come
back.
on, oh, man,
Nobody
nobody. Yep.
Nobody home. Back to so it's 0-0 on the real match. 3-0 over on this FIFA one, which is not showing the real score. But this might be a good preview because this Minnesota team in FIFA is destroying the Fire. And, like, this is just a little season preview just to think about, like, that's the depth of the Fire that they're going against. And the depth of the Fire is just not there.
So, what I'm seeing here right now, it's actually giving me a little bit of hope.
Oh, this Fire, this...
Yeah, this is how the way the team's playing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not buckling under pressure. They're moving the ball. You know, you could tell they still need a few more pieces, but the situation is not as dire as some people have like stated on, you know, on Twitter and, you know, like, you know, already predicting the last place finish or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But
there are a few players away. They I mean, if you just look at depth wise, they have no center mids, nobody in the backup. I mean, they got some kids, but how much can you rely on these kids to win the league? I mean, or to not to win the league, but to challenge for winning the league.
Yes, because despite the fact that you have a lot of kids, this is not Manchester United in 1992.
These aren't. Yeah, these aren't. This isn't Beckham and Scholz.
This is Ferguson's kids.
Yeah, this is in the class of '92.
Yeah.
Fire with a good attack here, spreading the ball, coming in from the right wing, gets cross off. Looks like it's going to go out for a corner unless the goalkeeper snatches it. He got it. Goalkeeper got it. Be right back. I'm going to get myself a cup of coffee.
Right back.
0-0 still. Minnesota might have a better team than the Fire right now in real life. From top to bottom, that is. Just they're fuller, they're more developed. They have a team to show for the last 3 years. The Fire don't. Oh, we got a chance here for the Fire though. Pushes it outside. Might have a little chance here. It's gonna cross is gonna come in. And it's going to fall to a Minnesota defender. But they can't get it out of the zone. Big cross amounts to nothing, though. Back to the United ball. Minnesota United. All right, chat. It's 37th minute, 38th minute. 0-0. How are you guys feeling about the Chicago Fire season right now? Hard to judge. It's preseason. We're there 38 minutes in. We'll judge the entire Chicago Fire season from this one preseason game. Let's extrapolate. No, I'm just kidding. Go. Come on, Herbs. Nope. Couldn't get out of his own way there. Minnesota taking over the ball. Slowly moving up. About 6 minutes left in the half. Fire got the ball again, though. Deep in the Minnesota zone. Playing on the top of the 18. Switches the field. Successfully. Cuts inside. He's going to find an inside man who's going to create a little space. He puts a little curve shot, and it's about 2 to 4 yards wide of the right post. Fire had a semi-chance there. Wow. These match facts. Seven expected goals for Minnesota versus 0.2 for the Fire, at least in this. Not looking good. And we've reached halftime. I guess they're only playing 40 minutes. 40-minute halves for the Fire. All right, chat, what's up? Halftime, how you guys feeling? Send out a little tweet. Beautiful. And on Twitch. Let's get. Oh no. Let's get that right. Twitch.
All right.
You're back. Halftime.
Yep.
Dodging and it's like super fast. Have you
See,
considered just?
I'm actually doing laundry and running up the stairs to get to the game.
You got time. You got lots of time.
Oh, good.
It's just it's only 40 minutes. They're only playing 40-minute halves.
Well, the nice thing is that they're actually showing the game. There's other times where you have to wait till the game's over and then get a score line. Or have some score line, like the half, or have some random scores like the half, or have some random scores like the half, or have some random scores
Having some sort of what is going on? Oh, okay, good God. Whew. I was caught in a repeat there. I turned some sort of sound on. All right, I got it fixed. Beautiful.
Let's see who comes in.
It's going to be halftime here for a little bit. So we got Samuel Fredericks hopping in the chat, unable to watch the game. Good first half? Not really. What would you say for that first half?
A lot of good movement. You can tell right away that they're lacking that attacking mid, that center midfielder that will start to play and penetrate the defense. But overall, for what it's worth, it being the first game, I feel good about it. I feel good about this team.
The control, the level of control and holding on to the ball, they've been doing pretty well. The Fire have. Felt like they've had more of the possession, but Minnesota doesn't look bad either. They've both mounted a few attacks, one Fire shot on net, and that's about it. Everything else was mostly over net or around the net for both the Fire and the United. As far as preseason goes, I mean, what are you really to expect from the very first preseason half?
And keep in mind, this is the first game, so it's not gonna be as intense as if it's like a game out in May or June. Some of these guys, this is probably they're trying to get into match fitness, and right now it's a lot of individual work because a lot of these guys want to win places on the starting 11. So, but the fact is that they're gelling pretty good. They're moving the ball. They're not panicking on defense, and overall, it's been okay. If this ends as a 0-0 draw, I mean that shouldn't be taken as a negative.
No.
This is the first game after all. But and as I've mentioned it already, it's like this team look like it's missing pieces. Like
it's
they need more attack.
Pieces.
Yeah, you need more attacking players.
Right now, they're depending on Herbers to maybe do a little bit too much of the attack. I mean, like when you were talking about that, We're not seeing Fed. We're not seeing Jimenez really a push forward as much as we're seeing Herbers. Herbers is currently like that offensive focal point. Meanwhile, Mr. Santoyo saying, yeah, he's confirming it's a decent match. We need more pieces, though. Phil Tucker coming in saying something about that empty pitch. I'm in the middle of Florida, gets me pumped up for the season. I agree with Phil there. That the Florida pitch is getting me. I'm soaking in the rays.
Yeah. I mean, I'm getting pumped up. You know, I don't know for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because I started my fire experience at Bridgeview and whatnot, but every time spring comes around, it just takes me back to a sunny home opener game out in March, mid-March, or first week of April. Granted, now we're at Soldier Field, but that's just how I feel.
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean. Samuel Frederick saying, "Are you guys hopeful on Shaqiri?" I don't know if I'm hopeful, but they need him.
They do need him, and it's going to be hard to convince him. I actually reached out to a buddy of mine. He's from Kosovo.
Yeah.
And if for you guys that don't know, Shaqiri is actually he's from Kosovo.
He's from
originally.
Serbia?
Yeah, he's an Albanian Kosovo. Well, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he's Albanian. Yeah. I do recall that. So
I told him, hey, we might get Shaqiri. He starts laughing and he says, if he goes as a fire, that's it for his career.
It doesn't make sense. This guy could play Champions League football somewhere, or UEFA Euro League. This guy is not. I don't see it. And just like when Jiggly and some other people were thinking about these Kang rumors we were hearing, Kang or who's this young Korean kid who's very good,
and
got a lot of talent. I was just like, there's no way this guy's coming to MLS. Like, all the MLS young kids are leaving for like bit roles, a chance. There's no way a somewhat established European league player is coming over to the MLS to try and put himself more on the platter. He's playing for a La Liga club. That makes no sense.
Yeah. And you go back to Shaqiri. The guy's only 30 years old.
Yeah.
He's had a career out in Liverpool. He's at Lyon. This guy, he still could play for like a mid-table team.
Easily.
So, unless Mansueto has that wallet and he's offering everything, he's offering the whole house.
He's offering like post-retirement package.
Yep.
Like, I just don't see it happening.
A dumpster truck of cash.
If you really want this guy to be competitive and pushing for a World Cup, do you really want it with the Chicago Fire? Do you really want your national team players in MLS? If you're Europe, if you're one of these powerhouse nations, I can't see it. I understand if you're a Francisco Calvo, you're a Costa Rican international. Yeah, you come play in the U.S., you'll get a good platform to show off your skills for some of these smaller nations, but it just doesn't make sense for a more established player come over to MLS and potentially get Ezekiel Barcode, who, as we know, came from South America. High praise, high expectations, high potential. The expectation was he won't be here but a year. Buy him for $15 million, we'll flip him for 20, 25. Hasn't happened, won't happen.
And this will be like a different conversation if Shaqiri was 32,
yes,
maybe even 33.
I totally agree.
The fact that he's only 30 years old, he still has a couple of years left in the tank.
He's got 2 years of top flight football, and I'm sorry, boys and girls, MLS ain't top flight. It's it's very good, it's fun, it's physical, but it's not top flight, and we all know that.
And that's not to say that it's not going to get to that point. Eventually, I believe that it will get to that point. I mean, there's going to be some changes that will need to be done before it gets to that point. But
the league is only improved.
Yeah, we're heading towards that direction, but it's hard to commit.
Still halftime?
it's harder to convince a guy whether he wants to win the Champions League or he wants to win MLS Cup. You know.
I don't think. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's a hard sell. You want to come over here and win CONCACAF Champions League, or do you want to win UEFA Champions League?
Exactly.
That's the other thing. I don't know if we fans really buy into the CONCACAF Champions League so much.
You know what? I honestly, if the MLS wants to increase its stock, it does need to take the CONCACAF Champions League seriously.
It does. It really does. Because when we're playing some of these Mexican squads, that could be really, really fun. I love watching some of these Liga MX teams. They are so fast, so fun to watch sometimes. And you get them playing the Chicago Fire, that should be an easy sell.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, if you want the MLS to compete with Liga MX, you're gonna have to increase those wage budgets, you know, because
turn off the
Liga,
DPs, turn off DPs, turn off TAM, GAM, turn it all off, turn off all these stupid mechanisms. Open up the league.
If you want to put a limit, then fine, put a limit, you know.
Then don't play CONCACAF Champions League if you're gonna put a limit on it, because then you don't have the ability to compete.
I mean, like, treat it like the NFL where they have a salary cap. Now, keep in mind that even European club teams now are beginning to be affected by salary caps. You know, but the fact that you have to label a player, oh, this is our DP player, this is our, you know. Look, if the owner has the cash for, that was a nice.
Oh, we gotta have a goal.
Nice
move. No, good save here. Great little free kick, basically across from the right corner. Nice little free kick take, and the goalie had to make a move there for a big save. Chicago Fire with a decent attack there, and now it is back in their zone, and now they've given up a corner kick. That's some sloppy passing. We got Santoya saying, birthday's in March. Happy almost birthday. So home openers are always a nice present.
Oh, yeah. Even more if they could put your birthday on the screen.
Samuel Frederick saying, Shaqiri has accomplished a lot and won some quality trophies with Liverpool already. If we offer him enough cash and we offer him a chance to play in a more relaxed environment, we might allow him to shine, says Samuel.
And that's, you know what, that's a good point.
That's valid. That's absolutely valid. A relaxed environment that... Do you think Shaqiri got that at Lyon? I don't think so. I think that Lyon's been falling apart. It's highly stressful.
It almost seems like Lyon's going through a fire sale.
Yep.
You know, and, you know... So another thing to keep in mind is, like, you know, not only is the money good, it has to be good, but you also keep in mind some of these guys, you know, especially if they come out to not the best parts of the world, you know, they wouldn't mind a green card to live out here. You know, those are incentives that they have to think about too, you know, especially the guys like from Latin America that, you know, that would actually like a green card or, you know, or whatnot to live comfortably. You know, that also has a valid point when they have to decide on what step to take.
We got Big Phil checking in. Sounds about fire per Tyrus Rose. Nice to see you, Big Phil. We got to get you back on the show sometime. And if you want to, just hop in the Discord. And the ability to put you guys live. I want to open up the channels, so to speak, here a little bit more. This is the 5th year of Spitting Fire. This is the 5th season, guys. We've been growing and doing what we can here, but I think this season we're going to do a little bit more. We want to be more of an outlet for you guys that doesn't really exist. I've always wanted to do this radio type thing where I could bring people on. We already do in some capacity, but we tend to bring people on for a long time, but bring people on for a couple minutes, like let them say their piece, kind of like they do on Waddle and Sylvie and some of these other radio shows, and then we could discuss that topic for a little bit. Kind of what I'm envisioning.
That's actually a good plan, because actually, you know what, it would be nice to have some sort of, you know, channel that we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
because we are sorely lacking, and we're probably falling behind a lot of these other MLS clubs that have a more established, social media.
The interaction's like nil. You get more interaction with the bloggers than you do with the team.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Let's see. I want to see if they've made any changes. Looking on Twitter.
Take a look. Let us know.
Becerra's on. Reynolds is on. Okay, so here it goes. We got Brady, Espinoza, Carlo, Learman, Jay Reynolds, Origel, Fleming, Penn, Becerra.
Whoa, whole new lineup.
Yeah, Moniz, and Duran. So yes, we are seeing the first of Duran right now.
All right, Duran's out there, boys and girls. Mr. Santoya saying green cards are a good deal. Green cards have been great lately. Like it felt like it's finally makes sense. Like, oh, these guys play here. They have a job here. Get them the green card. What's the holdup? I don't want any of this fucking business about the pandemic or any of this stuff. There's excuses. There's a lot of things that have been slowed down as far as like with the pandemic, but it's questionable to me sometimes. But if people aren't at work, it does make it hard to get the work done.
I'm gonna say this: Uncle Joe has enough cash; he can make some moves.
That's what I'm saying.
Within the U.S. government to get some paperwork done.
Yeah, you gotta believe it.
You're worth $6 billion. I think you should be okay. I actually looked this up.
He's funding the government more than any of us.
Yeah. Joe Mansueto actually is the highest valued sports owner in Chicago.
That makes sense. I mean, well, the Wirtzes aren't. I mean, they own the Blackhawks. Well, okay, so the one thing would be the Bears, the McCaskies. But they don't have money. They just own the Bears, which are worth a lot of money.
So, Tom Ricketts' network is $2.3 billion. Joe Mansueto's net worth is $5.9 billion.
Hey, you Cubs fans, you should have. You guys were all excited for Ricketts coming in, but you should have wished for Joe Mansueto. You know what?
If it meant between picking Joe or Tom Ricketts for a fire owner, I would have just picked Joe. I mean, because there's some real cash behind the team. It's not just smoke and mirrors like Mr. Hauptman. Exactly.
Yep. Absolutely.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling that George Heights is actually being transitioned to go run FC Lugano. I think someone posted a couple of days ago that somehow George Heights is now like some sort of a front office position out in FC Lugano.
Oh, good. They're prepping to move. They should not have started the season with that guy as GM. I think that was a mistake. I am excited about Ezra Hendrickson, but Georg Heights just makes mistake after mistake, in my opinion.
Yeah, so I think George, if he goes to FC Lugano, good for him. And maybe give an opportunity to someone that knows what they're doing in terms of how to manage and
exactly.
wheel and deal in the MLS.
I mean, look at what Garth Lagerwey did the other day. Dude created like $1.5 or so million of cap space with some crazy trade. And everybody was like, holy shit, this guy's the best GM in the league. And the Fire were going to get him until old man, what's-his-face, MLS Garber-Bucks decided to clamp down and say, no, we don't want anything ever good in Chicago to pressure the Bears because we aren't here to make soccer better. We are here to push the NFL up. That's all the MLS is. The MLS is there to push the NFL. Half the owners are NFL owners. Not half.
Not only that, you also have to remember that Don Garbers came from the NFL.
Exactly. I've always pushed this conspiracy. MLS is here to enforce American superiority via the NFL. It is not there to push soccer at all. And that's why this league has struggled. Despite some of its mechanisms and some of its players pushing and elevating its status, there's been an artificial clamp, so to speak, on MLS, in my opinion. There's been an artificial clamp that restricts its growth incredibly. I mean, they don't get a peep on Chicago Sports Radio. You never hear them talking about Chicago. Not even a peep.
Nope. So.
And is that because they're not interesting, or is it because they're not commanding enough of our attention?
That's the thing, if I was a Fire, I'd be advertising the hell out of Chicago. Have my billboard all over the place. Not saying that they haven't done that, so because you could drive on 294 and you'll see some sort of electronic billboard for the Fire, which is nice.
With Andrew Reynolds on it, what's that gonna do? Andrew Reynolds the third. I mean, like, he was on these bus faces, and he's not even on the. I mean,
he's on loan.
He's on loan.
He's on loan. So the thing is if you want to attract fans, first you got to tap into whatever's around Chicago. You got a lot of Mexican fans. Bring in a Mexican star. You've done a good job so far on the Polish front.
Yes, they have. I mean, that's really what we've talked about. Like, you bring in a Mexican star, you bring in a Polish star. That's like that's the template.
That's your bread and butter right there.
That's like where you start your core, right?
Yep.
I'm so on board with that. You play to your base.
Was that Durant?
I think that's Durant. Oh, was that who?
That was Becerra.
Wow, the kid. They're all kids. John Durant, 17 too. I think Becerra's a little older, maybe 18, 19. I thought he just got out of college or something, or is in college still.
University of Indiana. Was it U of I? University of Indiana? Am I wrong or?
Victor Becerra, Indiana. He is 21 years old, so he's actually a few years older than John Durant.
Okay.
Mr. Santoya is saying the Fire should be going through wholesale changes. Absolutely. I mean, look at this roster. This is a roster in flux. This is a roster that's been built for the last 3 years, and look at it. It's so bare bones. There's USL rosters that have been transformed into MLS rosters faster, including the Minnesota United and FC Cincinnati. Chicago Fire has fallen behind those guys. They are treated. Their GM acts like they're a small town club, but they have They have the best owner, the biggest and best owner in all of MLS.
And it makes you wonder, how the MLS front office treats, the Fire, and whether or not Joe Mansoura has any pull in getting things changed, within the MLS front office.
Did not have enough pull to rid himself of Nelson Rodriguez to bring in Garth Lagway. Did not have enough pull to pull that off.
Well,
had so little pull that they said, no Joe, we love your money, but we don't want the Fire to be competitive.
And keep in mind that Nelson Rodriguez is buddy with Mr. Don Garber.
Exactly, and that's also may have played a role. And Garber's like, no, Nelson's there. No, it's perfect. It's just the way we want it.
So this is why I feel that there should be some sort of breakup between MLS and its club and just become independent run entities. Because when you have an environment like this, everybody gets to pick favorites.
What do you elaborate on that?
So Don Garber, he has a hard-on for Seattle.
Yep, and Toronto.
For Toronto, sometimes even New England for some reason.
Toronto for the last 15 years, last 10 years, last 15, has been what Chicago was supposed to be. They were bringing in the goalkeeper from the EPL. They were bringing in players who were some of the best players in MLS. They've been doing that for years.
You look back at the failed Jermaine Jones.
Yep.
Situation.
Even though
you look back at the Didier Drogba situation.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows what other transactions got clamped down by the MLS.
Oh, there's quite a few. I'm sure Big Phil and other people might be able to tell us more about that sometime. I mean, JJ Macias is now coming to the MLS, and that was a rumor for a little bit. Mr. Santoy is saying immigration has always been hard. I have family still waiting for 5 years now. Damn.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and move to a different location. Not trying to wake up the kid.
Yeah, no worries. Do what you got to do. That's big for Lugano, though. No MLS rules, and that's going to be great for Heights. He doesn't know MLS rules, doesn't bother with them, so that'll be easy for him to forget. Let's see how it works out there if true. Wow, in this FIFA game, Minnesota is just destroying the Fire. In real life, it's 0-0. 60th minute. And all these guys, smash that like button, subscribe for more Spitting Fire YT, hit that bell icon and get notified of our live streams. Thanks for joining us, greatly appreciate it, and it utterly delights us when you do that. It greatly helps the show, it greatly helps the Chicago Fire. If you like the Fire, you hit that like button. This puts it out on the YouTube algorithms, pushes it out to the masses and says, Chicago Fire football is here! So please, greatly appreciate you guys taking the 2 moments it takes to smash that like button for all the moments of content we provide here at Spitting Fire YT. Nice little trade-off for free. And as all and new development here at Spitting Fire YT, we are live on Twitch at the moment. We are simulcasting on Twitch and on YouTube. Wow. There we go, Chicago. Right now, Minnesota with the ball. Fire now have the ball, trying to work their way out of their zone. Not good enough pass there from the Fire right center back. Minnesota on the ball right now, trying to enter into the Fire zone. It's Fire half. They're struggling to do so at the moment. So we'll push it back. Ooh, Phil B. Hop in, you should be automatic. Oh, no, I thought it would be automatic. Where's this bot that I told to be automatic? You're free to join. Big Phil, you can come on into the live lounge if you like. Or just hang out.
All right,
Big Phil just joined the Discord too.
Nice.
How do you feel about, do you think he is Tyrus? Or do you think he's taking the heat for somebody?
What?
What's up? What's going on?
Big Phil! Is this
Big Phil.
Big Phil, is this your first time on the show?
This is my first time on the show.
Is this your first time really on the show?
It's okay if he doesn't want to admit.
Okay, you don't have to admit it. We won't get into it. I'm just a little curious. But yep, so we're just talking here, watching this Fire game. Fire just had a decent shot.
Yep. I will say this, the information that Tyrus brings, it's some good stuff. I'm just gonna say that. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we love Tyrus over here.
Yes.
Big Phil.
Glad you do.
Big Phil, I know you love him too, right?
Can't love yourself, then hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm. Thanks for joining us, man. You got this. Are you able to see this game right now?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
I can show it on our Discord if you guys want to see it. Like, I just can't show it live on YouTube for whatever reasons, I could actually stream this to you guys live on Discord. Let's do that. So if you guys can't see it, There you go. All right, boys. If you guys want to, everybody in the Spitting Fire chat, if you guys can't see the game,
Go to Discord.
hop on the Discord. Let's go.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Last 20 minutes. Hey, boys, I'll be right back.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. There we go.
Right, fire it up, footballers. Let's go.
There we go.
All right. So when's the next U.S. men's national team game? It's against Canada or Honduras?
That's Canada.
Canada.
July 30th,
Yeah, Canada on the 2nd.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah.
So are you guys buying into this whole rise of Canada?
No, but they got Alphonso
Yeah.
Davies, right?
Yeah. I'll buy into it.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think they're going through their revolution as we speak. And in saying that there's still a huge gap between Canada and the US.
And
Canada,
Mexico.
US and Mexico.
I mean, a big part of that reason why, they're on the rise is, I guess you could say it's because of MLS. Yeah, it is because of MLS. Let's not kid ourselves here.
It's the MLS, the rising tide raises all ships. That's pretty much what happened with Canada.
So they're probably I think it's gonna be U.S., Mexico, and Canada. They're gonna go directly, and it's gonna be between Panama and Costa Rica, fighting for that 4th spot. Maybe even Jamaica.
Mm. Yeah,
but
because
no, go ahead.
should be interesting.
Yeah,
It should be interesting what happens with Panama, because this was kind of their make or break window at this point.
Yep. So, I know, in case you guys don't know, I'm actually originally from Honduras, so this cycle has been
Ooh,
very disappointing. But I kind of could see the writing on the wall. So whatever golden era we had for Honduras probably passed us already, and right now we're just trying to squeeze $1 out of a dime. It's you may qualify for the Olympics, you may qualify for these under 20 World Cups and all that, but if that talent doesn't transition into pro, what's the point?
What do you think has been the biggest issue in regards to, I guess what I'm trying to figure out is why is it such a steep drop off?
Yeah. And actually, I remember talking to. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say there's the thing about first you have to look at like the Honduran league. These clubs, whenever you have a European team that might be interested, they try to upsell the guy to the point that the European team might just say, you know what, this is too much. And another thing too is that instead of playing the kids, they rather, get players from like the second or third division of like Colombia and Argentina or even Brazil sometimes, and play them versus playing the kids. It's just a lot of issues within the Honduran league itself, the way the system is set up. And if you look at it from an outside perspective, that league is more or less catered to like Olympia, the best Honduran club team.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of issues going on behind the scenes. Even from the head coach perspective, it's like, I didn't have a whole lot of faith in Coito, the last coach. And then you bring Suarez and, not Suarez, what's this guy, Bolillo Gomez, and he's not having any better luck. And it's just more or less trying to squeeze, trying to find talent when there's no talent, So
Good tackle.
Yeah, it's at this point it is what it is. Like I always considered Honduras like my dad's national team because he actually was, he grew up with it. I just went along for the ride because he used to take me to these underground
Minnesota
bars
with a
in Chicago.
chance. Whoa, Minnesota walked in. Sorry to interrupt there, boys.
No, so he used to
Great
take me to these underground
save there from the
bars to go watch Honduras play. Crazy. 3 or 4-year-old kid with grown men watching a soccer game in the basement of a liquor store.
Wow. And not to mention it's Honduras, so it's like it's a smaller nation.
Yeah.
That's just got to be a different experience versus America, Mexico.
So, I've actually gone to the Olympico. I've actually gone to go see Honduras play against like Mexico, and I've also been to the stadium in Tegucigalpa, and it's, man, those stadiums are crazy.
We did Jamaica versus it was Venezuela. Because it was Ozzie Guillen's team. It was Jamaica versus Venezuela, and it was one of the greatest games we've ever been to. Tailgate wise, crowd wise, the Jamaicans and the Venezuelans it was just a party. It was the middle of summer at Soldier Field. It was gorgeous, and they knew how to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's down right now?
That's what I'm trying to figure that out too.
It's a Fire player.
Is it one of the? Is it Reynolds?
Looks like he just got up.
Ref, get out the way.
45. Is that Taryn? No, that 23 is Taryn. 45.
Is that Justin Reynolds?
That's 45. Yep.
I'm not sure. Because I thought Reynolds is not on the team yet. So he might not have a set number that we could look up.
Let's see. 45. Well, on the roster page, there's no numbers listed. Well, there's some numbers listed.
They're working on them on the side right now.
Wonder what Rafa Wiki's up to, guys.
Hopefully his father is okay.
Yeah, that's actually probably what he's up to.
Yeah.
That explains it. I wonder if he's going to land on his feet as well as Paunovic did.
Define land on his feet.
Well, Paunovic gets
getting
to
another job.
Yeah, I mean, you got to gig it in championship. I mean, that's a respectable spot.
It is, except he's not getting respectable results. And not, especially not today. Last time I checked, he was down 4-0 to QPR.
No.
What's the point of getting another job if you're going to start another dumpster fire?
And I warned a lot of Reading fans. Mm-hmm. This is what was going to happen.
And teams
And
were
they
actually
were
looking up for him for a little bit.
It's what always happens.
That's what
Once
happens with Paunovic. Yeah.
He gets found. Once he gets found out, then he doesn't know how to adjust properly.
That's what it is. I think that he has a lot of hype that you can buy into his flair, you can buy into his passion, but then after that, when the tactics and the game planning come in, that's where it seems to fall apart.
You could kind of dictate that, like when he took over the Fire, like his first season, he was horrible. He was like mediocre, and then 2017 happened. The team took off, and then 2018, and then the playoffs were just a burnout, and then 2018 comes, and they just back to mediocrity. So same thing with Reading. He started off a little slow, became hot, and then it all came crashing down.
I wonder if Reading's having similar problems to the Fire did under Paunovic, where it's just like, what is this attack? Where are the goals coming from? What's the plan?
It's not even where the goals are coming from. It's what's going on with the defense.
That's another layer.
When the subs are coming in.
Right now, Mine is holding on to the ball. Game seems to be slowing down just a little bit.
I feel like I'm always going to have a resentment towards Paunovic because he let Sean Johnson go.
The Fire's Robbie Gold.
I think with Sean, it was just time. It was just time.
He might have needed to change his spot, too, to help him.
Career-wise.
Here comes a chance. And...
gone.
Nah, I'm
I think
gone.
that was Chinonso? Is that who is that?
Chinoso, yep, Chinoso.
Yeah, with the big hair. I like that. He looks big.
See what the Fire doing, trying to get the ball.
Where is our new boy, though, Duran? Where is he? 55? Where is he? No.
All right, let me check the feed.
Yeah, just one thing about Chinoso. He gets in a good spot. He's just got to be quicker with his decision making.
All right, just for an update, the guy on the ground was Reynolds.
Yep, confirmed.
Yeah, well, I thought. All right. Oh, here it comes. Straight to the keeper. And here comes McAllen.
That was nice movement by him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys going to go out to any of the MLS next games? Or...
I'm not planning on it at the moment.
Depends on where it's at.
I think they said Bridgeview, and was it Bridgeview this? Or
Are they putting them in Bridgeview? I mean, if that's the case.
All right, yeah. Chinonso is number 9, and Duran is number 19.
I mean, I wouldn't mind going for one game.
Yeah.
If Drew Connor's there, I'm in.
Well, the way things are looking, he's going to have plenty of time.
So we were talking about the other day, it's like Soldier Field is a decent place to watch a soccer game. It's a big place. It's very lively because, it's in the middle of downtown. But at the same time, it's also the hardest place to get to and the hardest place to park at. Bridgeview was actually a decent place to go park at, and, just the travel there just sucked.
I mean, the lack of travel, the lack of public transit that'll get you over there. It's just a lot that went wrong with that location.
Yeah.
They could have prepared for it a little bit better to have it set up like that, but they just did not. They didn't put the time in that.
So, if you're in the city, if you live in Chicago and you want to watch the Fire, obviously Soldier Field will be a lot easier to get to than Bridgeview. But it just sucks that if you're in the suburbs, Bridgeview probably was a lot easier to get to than Soldier Field.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to AJ Hudson's than Soldier Field sometimes. Are you kidding? Or the Globe or some of these places. I love going to Soldier Field, but watching a game at a bar is cheaper.
Yeah.
It's just as fun, maybe a little bit more fun. I don't know. It's a different experience. It's a different type of intimacy. I mean, because like you got bros and sisters all around you never met before, but you're all like, yeah, it's same thing with in the stadium, but it's just like you're much closer, spilling beer on each other, and just I don't know, it's something.
Yeah, I mean, nothing beats the experience of sitting at a bar and ordering some food and watching the game.
It's a little bit more comfortable in a way.
Yeah, and it's like for $20 you could eat pretty good and at least get one beer.
And before having to pay for tickets and all that and parking, what have you.
He was offside.
Nice little cut pass there. Not good dribble there. Who's this guy with this touch? Come on, I've seen better touch out of preschoolers.
Oh dear.
Oh, this is clunky. The fire.
Fired offside. Offside.
Fire looked a little clunky there.
Yep. Offsides.
I think 5 minutes left in the match. I know it's 80. I thought that they called the last half at 40. So they might be playing 40-minute halves here. So be ready for that. Ooh.
No, another bad pass.
I like that idea, but the execution.
And hopefully as preseason goes on, there's a level of sharpness.
Dude, we need Chinonso to get it going, guys. He scored 1 goal in 34 appearances last year.
Yeah. And I'm going to say this. Becerra is actually doing pretty good in this game. You could tell he needs a little work, but from what I've seen, there's potential there.
We've been hearing about Misael Rodriguez.
Yeah, Misael, yeah.
He's been one of the camp darlings.
Yeah, I really would, if he doesn't get a first team look, give that please. All right, thank you.
Is that Misael right now?
Oh.
I think that's it was that 44?
That's 34.
Yep, that's him.
That's Misael. That's what I thought.
You weaved.
Wow, Misael was trying to take it there, but you're hurting, man. You can't take a. Who's standing over this? Becerra, wow. Commanding. That's awesome. Oh, he's going to shoot. Oh! Off the post. Right off the right post there, folks. The Fire were inches away from notching the first goal of the match.
Like I said, there's potential there.
I think it's going to end here in about 3 minutes. So I think we got 2-3 minutes left here. I think they're going to call it the 85th minute. So that's my theory. We'll see how it goes. Who's that? Brian? I think that's Gutierrez, number 38.
Good job pressing.
Brian looks good. I'm pretty sure number 38 is Brian. He looks nimble. I like seeing him move on that field.
Yeah.
What was that? 14? Where you at? Okay. I think that's.
But Brian Gutierrez, he did play a couple of games last year, and you could tell there was a couple of flashes there that the potential is there.
Kid's like 18 or 19 too.
Yeah.
Nice, Chinonso! Strong. Oh, and it worked.
Somehow.
Oh wow! All right.
Oh, he's got to work on that that little pass there, but I liked his hold up.
Yeah.
It's just those little things that, in year 2, you're going to have to expect better from him. He's got to take that next step.
He really does. This team, if it's going to be successful, it needs Chinonso or Duran to pot 5 to 7 at least. I mean, more ideally, but if we're only going to get about 12 goals or so from Kasper Przybylko, which is what he's done, like, the last 2 seasons, 20 goals about over the last 2 seasons, so it's between 10 and 12 or so, 8 and 12. We're going to need to get goals elsewhere. Becerra, Misael, these guys are young. I mean, how are we going to really depend on those guys for goals?
Kind of a problem with the roster makeup. And when you decide to put a heavy focus on youth, it's kind of the outcome you get. You're trying to see the development of a bunch of youth players and also expect them to contribute to the first team. Like, would have been happy if we got a few more veteran attacking players involved, but hey.
I'm sure Ezra would prefer to have a few more veteran players at his disposal. Just makes your team more solid, but like you said, we're going to see growing pains. A lot more growing pains than we would normally see.
And you're going to see it a lot from the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just part of learning, so...
Yeah, hopefully, MLS
the way it's,
next gives the kids all the experience they need.
Yep.
Oh, we're past the 85th minute.
Oh, they might be going though.
Might be going.
They might be going. They might be going to 90. Yeah.
Yep.
See what the Fire can do right here. Jeez.
Hey, Brian, let's go. Dude, I like Brian.
And good job picking up the foul.
Brian reminds me of Jorge Campos a little bit, but maybe a little faster.
Wow, that's a callback.
I feel like Campos had some potential. Like they screwed him up. I really feel like he could have been a contributor at some point, but then they switched him to right back, and just totally screwed his development, in my opinion. I mean, like,
sounds about fire. Mm-hmm. Sounds about fire.
What if this team still had Matt Polster at right back, guys?
I don't know. I don't think he didn't want to stay. He took his chance in Europe, and
he's on Revolution, I think, New England.
He is.
Yeah, he took his chance in Europe with Rangers, and then went back to MLS. Did the Gutyard, not Gutyard.
Jeremiah. Oh yeah.
Not Gutyard. No, wrong person.
Lillard? Was it? No, not Lillard.
Goodman. Not Gutyard.
Goodman, yeah.
Goodman, yeah.
Who's back in the league
Goodman.
too.
Yeah, he tried to go over to Celtic, then got didn't work out. Came back in MLS. Been pretty serviceable.
Yeah, wasn't Goodman? He didn't want to play for the Fire. He was trying to get out of it.
He didn't want to sign his homegrown.
Yeah.
See, Minnesota with a chance here.
Horrible shot.
That shot was going so wide too.
Wow.
And just player gets frustrated, kicks the ball. At one of the Fire players. It's just preseason, guys. No need to get that frustrated.
True.
Like, yeah, only his first game.
DPG said, I mean, like 0-0. Yeah.
I mean, almost just about what you would expect.
Yeah, for a first game, get your legs under you, get some runs in you, get the ball at your feet a little bit, get some touches, and close the game down and get some pizza after.
Yeah. But you could tell this team needs that attacking mid, needs that playmaker, needs a winger. Key piece.
That's where Becerra and Misael. I'm telling you, Becerra and Misael are doing something here.
No, they are. It's just you need someone to kind of like teach him the ropes almost. You know, kind of mentored him.
Gosh.
You know?
If the Fire got who's that French player who played for FC Club de Foot for a while? He was their really good winger, but he's getting up there in age. Is it Gignac? No. I'm thinking, no, that's guy somewhere.
That's the guy from Mexico.
Yeah, that's the guy from Mexico. He always played on the left wing for Montreal. He's been their great player for years and years, and he's not there anymore. He would have been a great little guy to just have a little roll over here, help teach some things. Same thing with Giovinco, who looks like he's going to sign with Toronto for TAM.
They pull that one. Get Belotti in the summer. All power to them.
If they get Belotti and Giovinco, not that Giovinco is what he was, but Giovinco's still going to be pretty okay, I think. Did not do well in the Saudi Arabian League.
Come on.
Come on, Fire. Let's finish this. We got 30 seconds, probably a minute here. Let's just end this game on a super positive noise. Good cross. We got a chance here still. Fire still have the ball. They're going to take a crack at it. It's across. Oh, it goes across. But nobody is able to find a foot on it.
Gotta have a better option there. Gotta take that chance.
So it wasn't Piatti, was it?
Yeah, Piatti. That's Nacho.
Ignacio. From Argentina.
I would have loved.
And there we go.
Yeah, he's not French. I don't. Yeah, you're right. Not French, Argentina. But man, I would have liked to bring him over for a season, just to impart some knowledge on some of these guys. Kind of like Football Manager when you have that mentoring thing.
Yep. Thing is, you have to look at it like, these guys are physically fit to play the game, but it's always that decision making,
Yes.
And that's where the mentorships come into effect. These vets will tell you kids, hey, do this, don't do that because of this reason. Watch out for this.
They still have the old logo jacket.
Game, set, match here, boys and girls. By the way, 0-0 is the score. Our quick assessment on the match. It was a preseason match. It was the first one of the season, and it felt like it. Thanks for watching, says the Fire. Thanks for showing it to us. Sorry to the people who were unable to watch.
Sorry for the people who are 76 miles away.
That's ridiculous. You're 1 mile away. That would be ridiculous.
You have to drive 1 mile to be able to watch.
And watch on your phone or mobile or something.
You gotta park at a gas station and watch it.
Pretty much. Or your local watering hole.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, that was it. Didn't really see too much out of everybody, but the people who stood out, Misael Rodriguez for a second there, Becerra. Who else stood out for you guys?
I wouldn't say anyone necessarily, outside of those guys showing flashes. I mean,
just a couple flashes.
No one, just flashes at that. Hopefully you see more and more as they get into playing form more so. So, take it for what it is. First game of preseason and move on.
Next game will be... No way. Is that the next game? February 12th? That's impossible. It says February 12th. That's the next game.
We'll probably have a indoor friendly, closed door friendly.
I would imagine so.
Scrimmage.
So the next scheduled game is versus Toronto, Saturday, 12 p.m. next Saturday. No, 2 Saturdays from now. Holy cow. That's Super Bowl Saturday. So Super Bowl Saturday, we'll see the Fire and Minnesota, but yeah, I also expect that they might have another game here in the interim. Trying to do this more well, get some live streams going, and we could get the fans going, have you guys hopping in, rolling in and out, talking and having a blast.
Appreciate you letting me on, man.
Heck yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. It's always fun to hang talk Fire. Spitfire. Smash that like button. All right, Big Phil. Should we close it down?
I don't think that's a bad idea.
So what's our final words?
From 97 till forever. Y'all take care.
Thank you, Big Phil, man. I greatly appreciate you hopping on the show. Everybody smash that like button for Big Phil and everybody coming on the show at DPG. And for the Fire, getting an opening 0-0 tie. Not too bad. You catch us more here on Spitting Fire YT. Subscribe, hit that bell icon to know when we go live. Come join the show. Come join the Discord. Get in here, guys. Get in. Get in. Come on. Click it. Click it. Let's go. Fire took it. We're gonna have a little bit more of this going on. We can get you guys on, talk a little Fire, spit a little Fire, have a little fun. Let's fucking go. Let's enjoy this season. 5th season of Spitting Fire YT. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor you guys choose to spend your time with us and hang out and talk a little Fire. Greatly appreciate it. Brings the energy, brings the fun, and it brings the fire. So let's go. Let's set this town aflame. Let's fan the flames of Chicago Fire. Act like a little and blow it into and get the fire humming in Chicago. Greatly appreciate you guys joining us. We'll catch you guys next time. Hit that like button. Greatly helps the YouTube algorithms. Not sure how Twitch works, but do all the things, the follows and all that kind of stuff. Greatly appreciate it. We need your support, just like the Chicago Fire do, and it'll push us upwards in honor and grow that flame. All right, boys and girls, we will catch you next time on Spitting Fire YT. Have a great one. Have a great weekend. See you later.